John Mama and an NDC executive visits Prophet One in the Ashanti region and a sensitization on national cohesion taken to the community in the Lembele district. Sami Jemfi blames Usu Bempa's arrest on a VIB who do business with Guta is asking government to close down undocumented foreign retail shops. And Udu Foreign News where Conde is saying that he would rather die than sign resignation letter. We'll do sports and then some entertainment stories and others will bring you the 30 minutes news bulletin. Now the stories in details. Former Deputy Ashanti Regional Minister under Esau John Mahama's administration has emphasized that the former president will campaign alone in 2024 if he retracts his do or die comment. And according to Joseph Yamin, former President John Dramani Mahama is becoming the hard leader which majority of the NDC supporters were looking for. Speaking in an interview with Western Radio's Breakfast Show earlier today, the former Deputy Ashanti Regional Minister, Mr. Joseph Yamin, urged former President John Dramani Mahama not to bow to pressure from civil society organizations, Peace Council, and retract his do or die comment. He emphasized that the do or die comment from John Dramani Mahama is to motivate NDC supporters, especially some of them, to be vigilant and work hard for the party to win the 2024 general election at the polling stations with wild margins. Now, NDC is going into 24 general elections with do or die mentality, and then it will save the party from going to court for victory. Let's take a listen to Honorable.
West End 100.3 FM.
And I say about where die anymore. Near the Chamukoy and I tell the shabby beer cream. I want to say about I was here, dear Nini now for the cooling fish. Maybe a swabber. Maybe I have 2 more. A barn, a kind. A barn, a bubon. And the dear Nini now for her, lay a talk. Naya kind, Naya Bumba. The best in your say a deep to me, and I said, a deep. I bet you about one up a bra, a new set, who couldn't be an eye in Kubu, our police station. And they are quite a lesson with the mentality of a do or die. Of course, I ask them, a month probably now to say, and how do I cut or die be dying to any effect? Yababe who says I brought for one time I did my empty to one of because we are brought one can tree. Don't see us, I know I do conditionary where to do or die in our home. Could see, don't be said at some kind and do or die no Bonia. This not in the bachelor. Can ask one to the one. This not in the bachelor. Unfortunately, my imagine said this scenario for the first time. The meaning of word. When I had the stream burden, and the money. And on that, it's a drop only be able to say, Ghana probably said, no, Mahama retract. He said, what's in the for Basse? Yanga is you say, at some not kind, one canon from drop. Yanga do say, at some not kind, and you crunch at them, no, they might, I have fast walk. The answer you're holding your bank about you. They are persistent. But you know, we were cut to a certain time. Ghana for one find Chemia. That's funny thing. When I'm saying, so cut out some the big campaign I'm on quiet. If you say, yeah, you work I am bold here. Am I a come through? Am I a encouragement level was through? Am I a hope car through? Okay. I dear to say, I'm young for any uncle police or anything and another year. It is no community Ghana for be safe. Not to could hear the Ghana for be no cano. Young Ghana for be no to pay a candia. And you need a big jam and I'm an eye. I'm a no. But me just sure to be the Ghana for be no. For me, MPC for here. Every time now, can't be seen. There were him for or Martinia at Chim or Modu Wind Dancer. I see about me only one come from crossing. Yeah. There were software, my bar, my big including MPC for software. And then or what prison to say, I tell to say I would do them back. But see, I'm not kind, yeah, I am from Korea. You were lecturers on my Babontia, or my Bacastra Ghana, for I'm now kind of bravo. But I said, me call program, we were Pan African TV. And that was cast as a man, fortunately, none nipa or what program no one. Lecturer about lecturers in you know, and I'm in it. But a lecturer in linguistics or children language or children kata. Because we know so more. Or can you to say, I'm now a kind of the brofono. That's young threat to the amount for the other. If you have lecturers or children brofo, who is because you are some not kindness and idiomatic expression. It is used to qualify a year. I did the office over there. Oh, yeah. In one of the entry, was a original, but you know, cat said, and I'm saying Ghana phobia or more MP for a cat said in Minkusan. No matter, Ghana for now or more energy system or more money.
That was Honorable Joseph Yamena. Reliable information reaching the media has aired that the West African Examination Council has cancelled physics and business management papers over leakage. Now, media can confirm that the date of the cancelled papers has been scheduled to Monday, October 11, 2021. WAEC therefore entreats all candidates to take the book seriously and not rely on Apple, as the external invigilators are seriously working behind the scenes in the ongoing WASSCE examinations. On Monday, the three-time presidential candidate of the NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, was on Radio Mercury for a one-on-one interview before visiting the Minsha Palace to pay a courtesy call on the Asante Hene. Now, John Mahama, Professor Jenana Opoku Ajaman, Asedin Ketefosu Ampufu, and Andrews Nanakwesi were pictured with Prophet One sharing the moment. Now, this comes at a time Prophet One's arrival, Isaac Usubempa, is caged in the police cells and is expected to be held there for at least 5 more days. But we've heard this afternoon news coming in suggests that he's been billed earlier today. Now, the 2-day tour of the region will mark the end of the second phase of his tour, which is meant at expressing gratitude to his supporters and members of the National Democratic Congress for the vote in the December 7, 2020 elections. Now, the first phase of the tour began in August with a resumption on Tuesday, September 7 in Bono East region. Now, in the Ashanti region, former President Mahama's first port of call was the Jura constituency, where he interacted with party faithfuls at Infrante and made a donation to party members who had an accident before the 2020 election. He was speaking on youth unemployment in the Ashanti region also. Let's take a listen to the president.
Say ubu omai eye common sense na waka for nipa omoye aban juma eye president ne ministers any doctors teachers obia watchmen police force soldier for omunyina omudrube 700 and something thousand. Now share Ghana population of 30 million na aban ebetimi afa nipa 700 and something thousand pair na omo maka no ehe no monko pay juma wo baby on benye juma ne private sector. Now we share Asante Mantem and Yankasa Eastern region, Union California. They are the captains of business and industry in Ghana. And it's a woman with Juma Koswa. They will employ more people. And so Sakoba say, oh, we munyafa. And one kind of hunti Yama with Juma Koso. And why Juma so yen chauka, Yabama with Juma Gua.
West End
Oma nipa baako adwuma gu contractor also ntua ne car. He will lay off drivers, masons, carpenters. Omu nyina obe lay them off. Ne fidie say a on fan ba magazine mbe CC because oni sika or the BCC. Nti magazine for nso te ho omu nya adwuma nye. And it's a vicious cycle. What I say na nipa no ohwe oman mu a sika ni ho obi ani sika. Because you are not letting the money circulate. Which your contractor, which your cement distributor.
That was former President John Dramani Mahama. Away from that, the National Commission of Civic Education of Lembele has taken national cohesion into the communities, and they have started with the Kangle community. Now, this is to educate them on the need for their participation in ensuring peace in the country. Now, other program, the Deputy Regional Director for NCCE in the Western Region, Mr. Francis Duse, addressing the community, stated that their aim is to educate them on the various aspects of terrorism and secessionist groups that are trying to engulf the whole West Africa and Ghana as a whole. He also said education is basically on how they can fight against these groups in their various communities. He adds more.
Yeah, this is the first program of community engagement on the national cohesion and inclusiveness in the participation in governance. So we are here this morning to educate the citizenry to understand the importance of national cohesion and their participation in governance, and to ensure that we educate them on the various aspects of this terrorism and secessionist groups that are trying to engulf the whole West Africa and Ghana in particular. So we came here this morning to let them know the most important aspects of things and how they should fight against secessionist groups in their various communities. We educated them on how to use the pulpit or to use the mosque to educate their followers so that they can know the various aspects of secessionist attacks that they are experiencing in Ghana. We're also talking about the political stability that we have in Ghana and the advantage that we have, because if there's a stability in the country, it will lead to a lot of development. And if we are all together and we have that type of unity of purpose, it will help the development to move faster than if we are divided. And then together we can fight the menace. So the Commission is collaborating with the national security to ensure that the citizenry understand the aspect of insecurity that is trending in the whole West Africa and how Ghana can protect the peace that our forefathers betrothed to us. So in short, we let them to know the aspect of or the importance of the neighborhood watchdog committees that are supposed to be reactivated in all the communities. We also highlighted the importance of togetherness, and also highlighted the point on the Public Order Act, so that when youth wanted to embark on demonstrations, they should notify the police. And the notification, it is not telling them to seek permission, but to seek the cooperation of the police or the law enforcement agencies, so that they can give them protection, so that whatever they want to embark on, any special event that they want to embark on, it will help them to do it in peaceful atmosphere,
so it will help them to do it in a peaceful atmosphere. The chief imam of Kangle, Mr. Mustafa Kwesibwa, in his speech has assured the NCCE and the national security of their full support in ensuring peace in their communities. Now, he therefore urged the organization to have a laid-down punishment for offenders. He spoke in Ntema.
We are ready to help. Now, Mumsuzi Yakanake Monumwa Eko Combelecana, Yenika Mukuti, Muku Sola, Yanidi punishment. I don't want to use the word justice. Punishment to deter others. That's the essence of punishing people. Moti Mabzua, the Camia Bomad, the K. Tell you the beer, near Yabon of Asuncia was here, Fema. Quran say, Asari was Sari to Okotom idea of man. Yaman will say, Sharia means law. Modislam will say, a Wurenia, one day a Wuras, but when the beer, they should amputate their arm. From Sharisia Professor. So, some personal ones and all community always say, Eka Uwa, I have about Eba Kosa. I I think this will go a long way deterring others from doing this the similar thing. Mutimbazu alike ba mamala aye jima dan nyene za hamu yizani yiriza jima zani no say azani wazani fadludu kullu wahidat minhum ma jimiya bijalda adumangare on adumanginya ba chiba ba boba empire ayangoko na ka ye ka rape broad daylight raping yanyi dua yeti ahwe ese yanyeshi muti yomoda ko fia yibia olle anwesi bo nizani odiza di mata muti bazua ha ke ba me bo modere na mara ayejima na aka asotwe ayejima darata yere kan di bi bobo ye ga to ka mo yoju kakra bi se keni bo ma fe kan wi sabi yimbe mo mo be ngba be si bu mara kenya ba dia kenya ba dia enne iga mo kan mulki yame ani te bitin ho no ya bitin be kan do anu me zura haye no mo misakin wa kania ana hanya no obabua kakra schools mo ayo baba ka engawe sada dia wa kania am de dike obabua do ni ara.
That was in the Odikro also has this. In fact, he said the perpetrators should be severely punished, making reference to that of late President Rawlings' era. Let's take a listen.
Centuries and conference in one power. When it's not die, I should go on top of over a fridge. When the hand, I don't know about and then never got it yet. And now I got it yet about the news about what I have. Isn't it? Go when you can't even when you go when you Uraka, Bashaba, and Denver, Mutiwaka, yeah, Fado, you cannot hire it. Any other hand you can. Many mothers ever who strap by your what was the Mukazo? And you are saying, what was the Mukazo? You are saying, you are saying. And you'll be a more of a son. What would you want your kind of cocoa is that?
So that was the Odikro, the director for the National Commission for Civic Education and Alemble, Mr. Francis Bwampong, that is the Kangle community to always ensure there is peace regardless of their party colors. However, he urged them to send their agitations concerning the Constitution to their Member of Parliament for proper address. He spoke in Enzema.
Mama ekake ele NDC ni ele MPP ni ele CPP ele PPP cheche yana man ye kwende bo bedi marania bedi ba mu a baba bo say mafa baka ne to kenese sikakura ne o sikakura bi a kwase ya ya hono na ede na baka be fa betitio ne moti baka bala nyamle die tuwa akra gana ke bele malaka school kakura ma baka baka moti kakura mala sechi e ga bo kamle mga bo kai wana ga bo kama nga bo wa zo bo kama wa zo bo kai afi ka bi onye bo wa ye bo emoti yamma ngwe ma zo de ke mala zo ne gana yo kuro e ba islam a onye juma e ba christianity a onye juma mo nyame hara emoti ka fe juma ni je ju ade de e hye de e ya de odike kan me tere maka mo mental teacher bi mental ifa gba bo ni azo wampe petit point e ba le ko e ti fi ba le nyo e ti mbura e ba le ku ezuba e ba zuba so mi enye ga kro bezuka o mo ti esere ngara yede ne mo mu o le mu a e deke
100.3 FM
Ijikiala yele menmo ya me kana hala ulu akam da mini party no beto ma na mini party no adu be edi party de je kenwo sale NDC MPP bele be communicators be ko FM bele executives be ko ya me sele NDC organic MPP organic me la dale moti ye mu a ye dio me la bi an bela be be jina be pa el communicator executive e bi mo le parler la prima gana Imoti makake ele party kati dia no koboa enye la force re eno so akare nkuro Ghana mane boy imoti so party was one so ya funde Ghana mane boy dia la baka mo ya de hala se awiye tare chima hale na se be John me be impunity awiye tare funke tane mo ya la 100 ibi mo ya ye Ghana mane yesi yenye ha oba ye kama se felo wale asunda mwe wabi ayo nanga ka betina banki bedia me mbali bi wa ye meli bi e ho aso si bi e ho e kari bi e ho andam bi Ghana mane ye wala ya imoti mafa fatini aswa e ka ka patiti Ghana mane ye butu no butu ongotu so imoti emu ayo butu no a ye dinde ibi le kozo o manzinu o mo no pala butu no na ka butu no na ka nya mi ke de bi e ko manyaba say le bi na.
So that was Mr. Bwampong of the NCC in Lembele. Away from that, the communications officer, the National Communications Officer for the NDC, Sami Jimfi, blames Owusu Bempah's arrest on Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Meanwhile, news coming in indicates that Reverend Isaac Owusu Bempah has been granted bail by an Accra High Court in the sum of 200k Ghana cedis with 2 sureties. You're still listening to News Out here on Western Radio 100.3 FM. Now to business. The Ghana Union of Traders Association has appealed to the Committee for Retail Trade to, as a matter of agency, resume operations to close down shops of undocumented foreign retailers. GOTA's resolution follows a move by the Nigerian Union of Traders Association in Ghana to reject a special dispensation granted them by the government of Ghana despite a series of diplomatic efforts by both Ghana and Nigerian government. Meanwhile, Chief Nkem Tony Onyagolu, former president for all Nigerians Community Ashanti Region, has appealed to the president of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to issue a directive for the reopening of shops owned by Nigerian traders. In sport, 4 notable European coaches have slapped in their CVs to be considered for the vacant national team pools of Ghana following the sacking of Charles Akono. Now, among the early applicants for the Black Stars vacant is Italian coach Francesco Guidolin, who coached Stephen Appiah at that is Udinese, and then Andrew Ayew at Swansea City. Now, former Borussia Dortmund boss Lucien Favre, longtime Pep Guardiola assistant Dominic Torren, and then Frenchman Alain Giris, who has vast working experience in Africa. Now, all the 4 coaches are among the early people to have sent their CVs to the Ghana FA following the decision to appoint coach within 3 days. And then in entertainment, dancehall musician Shatta Wale has once again been called out by his colleague Samini for tarnishing the brands of others in the music industry. Samini described Shatta Wale as fake, adding that most of his awards were not based on merit, but rather he bought his way through it. Now, it could be recalled that the SM boss earlier in a post revealed that all 3 music awards he took home back in 2019 were not based on his hard work, but rather formed part of the grand scheme by the organizer of the awards, Abdullahi Abu Sadiq, to Spike Sarkodie and then Stonebwoy. But reacting to the celebrated dancer musician's latest revelation, which has taken many by surprise, Samini, in a series of tweets cited by the media, stated that Shatta Wale enjoys painting others black to have his awards. And then in foreign, ousted Guinean President Professor Alpha Condé has reportedly refused to sign a letter of resignation despite having been overthrown and detained since September 5. Jeune Afrique, an influential Francophone Africa portal, has shared more details about the state of Condé, who hasn't been seen publicly since viral photos and a video emerged with him surrounded by masked soldiers. Now, 2 African leaders have in the last few years been forced to officially resign after the military took over power. Now, first was Robert Mugabe in Zimbabwe in 2019, and across Guinea's border, Ibrahim Boubacar Keita in Mali, who was deposed in August 2020. Now, outside refusing to sign his resignation, Condé is also reporting his decision to contest for a controversial term extension was in response to pleas by Guinean women. The Jeune Afrique report also spoke about his current location. According to the information, the former Guinean president remains detained in a special forces unit installed in the wing of the People's Palace at the entrance to Kowloon, and then more precisely in the suite where Lieutenant Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya previously lived. Now, it is also in the same room and not in Sékou-Touré Palace that the now famous photo of Alpha Condé sitting on a sofa and surrounded by soldiers was taken shortly after his arrest. And a group of 3 ECOWAS Foreign Affairs visited Guinea last weekend and confirmed that they had met him and he was well. Meanwhile, coup leader Mamadi Doumbouya and his lieutenants have started a 4-tier engagement with political stakeholders towards a transition. That's all with the news, a recap of the stories. Joseph Yame reaffirmed with that is in interaction with Western Radio that if President, that is ex-President Mahama, retracts his do or die comments, then he's going to stand alone to campaign in the 2024 elections. And then WAEC has cancelled physics and business management papers. John Mahama and NDC executive visit Professor One as they were billed to visit Dementia Palace. We heard him speak on the unemployment issues in the Ashanti region and the sensitization on national cohesion taken to the communities in Elembele by the NCCE. Sami Jefi blames Usu Bempa's arrest on VIP, and then we heard he's been billed with 200K and then with 2 sureties. We did business where Guta is saying that she closed down undocumented foreign retail shops. We did foreign where Condé is saying that he would rather die than sign resignation letter. I brought you sports and some entertainment stories. That's all. My name is Abigail Akofa Adasia. Do stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs. My producer is Daniel Enisuje and then DJ Kobe Stone. Do stay tuned. Thanks so much for being with me.
It's the news on your favorite 100.3 FM.